Hello everyone, what is my brother Jan Ming doing this time? I saw 4 Judge A certificates and changed hands. What happened to the gems on the side? Wrong, I guess this is a product placement advertisement, so I know brother Ming's shop. In addition to selling diamonds, they also sell gems. I pointed out that I have made a lot of films to talk about diamonds and gem knowledge. I saw that there are 4 pieces on the side. Some gems, or something else next time. Thank you for your support. Okay, gossip and nonsense. Stop talking about the few pieces this time. Last time I talked about Title A, this time it's not right. Hey, although there is a Type 2A, in fact, Type 2A is not that easy to leave the ground. If you have seen my YouTube before, you will know it, but let's talk about it quickly. Part 2A is about diamonds. There is a light element in them. So quickly, diamonds are made of carbon. What's inside? There will be trace amounts of nitrogen in the system. If you exclude 4C, there are actually 4 types in it. COF 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B. In fact, most diamonds belong to Type 1 content. The nitrogen content of the diamond only accounts for 1 to 2% of the gemstone, so Type 2A. It's so rare. In fact, 1B is so rare because there are some light atoms scattered in it, and there will be many colors such as yellow, orange, brown, etc. But if it is Title A, it is 0 and white. It's a grain, but it's Title A. It's actually not easy to get off the ground. Why do you explain it? Last time I saw it, 5 cards and 10 cards meant millions of words, but what is it actually? Punctuation is purely about light elements, just like 1 pill VS2 can achieve Title A. If Title A is Title A, of course they all have Title A certificates. Hey, last time I just talked about Type 2A, so I won't talk too much. Okay, let's put it in and bury it. What's so special about these series this time? Hey, I pointed out that I talked about diamonds. Everyone knows that if there are some ordinary materials, I won't mention them specifically. This time, I won't count some grains and some grains to make sample gel. 3 certificates are all related to the origin Botswana Boss Edge. Pozana is from Africa. Do you ask ID diamonds all the time? Many shops just say South African diamonds. How can you prove it? 1 grain really comes from South Africa. There is actually no proof, but it started in 2019. GIA, there is a service that allows you to read the diamond's origin from its certificate. Back in 2019, many certificates indicated the origin with 99.99% accuracy. This is because these diamonds are rare. I'll explain the details slowly later. Just know that every grain is distinct, and by November 2024, the differences in certificates will become clearer. Let's explore and study together. First of all, the cover of the first one is already different. Do you see it? One is rough and the other is an ordinary certificate. Or when you usually see that the certificate is rock, the printing of the certificate is different. Okay, open it. There are some differences. It's not easy to talk about. 4C B bra. First, in fact, there is a place of origin below this degree, which is Botswana words for you to listen to. In fact, it's just that there is a place of origin below this degree and there are 2 degrees of difference, so it's easy to knock over and bury it first. Well, purely doing a sample can already succeed and retire. Well, let's talk about the boss first, actually. The place with the largest diamond production in the world is actually Russia. There is a company called Oroza. I have talked about it on YouTube before, but what about, because how many years? The United States is sanctioned. If GIA checks a diamond, if it comes from Russia, it won't issue a certificate. So, because they are all American companies, they follow this rule. Okay, let's talk about turning over the cover again. Will there be rock, you ask? Will GIA check the place of origin? On the contrary, that is, if you think it will be checked, you just give Brother Janming the diamonds you used to take to GIA to check and then grade them again. If you want to grade the origin of a diamond, you can go there if you don't have a good diamond. So how many are there? What about before tying out of which place of origin? To prepare for GIA, first of all, batch by batch. When parcel goes to GIA, there must be a Cambry process. That is, it is to prove that the stone is a political report. It is not a blood diamond. There are exceptions, just if it is like a boss, because what about GIA? There is a lab Botswana. If a diamond goes directly from Botswana to the GIA Botswana Center, it will come out of the country. So, it's just that there's no need to go to a place called Jimborii. It's Botswana. First, there are exceptions. The second thing is that an invoice is made by a mining company, that is, there is a warehouse company, including an invoice number, a log number, a wage, a weight, the same quantity, the same diamond origin, an invoice degree, and a document GIA are all needed. The third thing, even if you have a hair drying first, both are fine, but you can't just do it. What diamond? It has been polished and cut, and I have a Kimberley agreement. If I have an invoice, I just give it to GIA, but I can't even tie it. If I want to have something, I just tie it to a rock, which means I haven't cut and polished the rock. I can grade it to this place of origin first, and there are 3 kinds at the same time, so... Hey, Brother Jan Ming, I have a diamond N years ago at home. Can I bury it for GIH? It doesn't make it even more apparent. One is called the origin system, which is more precious, but the department is also about turning the head around. Is the precious system so expensive? Actually, it doesn't matter how much is the charge for this place of origin. Actually, every certificate is just a collection. It's about $8, but it's $100. It's not a problem, but it's 3 problems first. Okay. Except for this photo, what's so special about it? It's that if there is a search on the internet, a diamond number, and there are many looks on it, I will look at it with you all on the internet. Well, you see the report detail, which is exactly the same. Except for the details, what about pulling it to the bottom? There is a rough grain itself, how proud it is, how rough it is, and how interesting you are. Besides, the cutting system is like a diamond, you say. 100 mosquitoes are worth it? It's not finished. There is a lot of stories above. Look at the story below. There are a lot of videos to watch. I want to introduce diamonds. Tell me more about diamonds. Diamonds are so novel. How much scheming does it take to find this diamond? After many processes, I can own a diamond first, because this GIA report will always be posted on the internet. So when you have leisure, you can see how happy it is. When you give it to someone, hey, how long will you take it out and see it? It's so enjoyable. There are many companies at home, such as some big shops. They all say, well, what about my diamonds? To trace back to the source, it's just like some companies. Just say, I can turn my diamonds into a process of hairing. Actually, to be honest, I make my own diamonds. If you don't hairing them, it's none of my business. I think it's interesting, but I can see the grains before they are polished, so I feel so proud and interesting. I don't know if the process is true or not, but it must be true if it's true. When the original stone is not polished and cut, there is a pattern. After the same burial and polishing, the pattern can be turned over in a pair. How about a diamond? Actually, there are a lot of things besides the beginning. Support my diamond suppliers, including some materials, can help you print a beautiful book. You can use dry apps and check some diamonds. It's a journey. In fact, I want to do this kind of department, and the DVD department is really from the side, so I saw this demand in the market, so I started to do this service in 2019, but because you saw it first, it is so strict that there are 3 requirements. In fact, each requirement is very difficult, so I saw this certificate of origin on the market department. Very little, but if it's so precious, wouldn't it be so expensive? In fact, it's not expensive at all, it's just different. The prices of other diamonds on the market are actually the same as those of the 4th division. It's just a problem that I can't find them because there are extremely few diamonds buried in the same company. I'm not talking about a problem of buying and selling. Are there any diamonds it's second-hand? If it's second-hand, you definitely won't be able to do it because you need to have rough. If you polish it from rock and make a certificate, if the certificate is so new it must be genuine. Will you talk in a few years? What about people turning it over? If a certificate is reissued, will it happen later? But it is in recent years if there is such a place of origin. You can make sure it's really new. At least this one started in 2019. I sold the advertisement again. How many diamonds are there? 3 diamonds. They all have certificates of origin. They are all Botswana. When you see them, they are precious. But the price is actually the same as ordinary diamonds. Because you know that I specify it. I don't know how to say precious ones. In fact, I just add a little to the price of the goods. So the price is the same. It's not as precious. It's true. DVS2 are all about making buried rings. They are all 50,000 mosquito gel. It's not easy to say. So leave the ground first. Then talk about 5 cards and 10 cards. One is just 1 card. VS2, I pointed out that I really look at diamonds all the time. It's a kind of taco A. It's so white that there are some knots. It's so white, there are some knots. It's a feeling of colour. What is a knot? Or someone who is older and has such experience in selling diamonds or buying diamonds knows what a steel knot is. When a diamond is very white, I can't describe it. Wow, it really has some colour. No, I can describe it. It's easy to drop the knot, or if you have a conversation, Brother Janming, you talk about knot, tie it, in short, just call it. I don't know why this one is really white and shiny. I pointed out that I will use my soul to guarantee that this one is really beautiful. Talk about it, 1 pill and 1 card DV to bury the ring for 50,000 mosquitoes, which is really conscientious. Hey, although I have some product placement advertisements, I have to sell advertisements for my own products. Type 2, a 50,000 mosquitoes, I think it's okay. This one will definitely come out in seconds. If you are interested, WhatsApp, my Hong Kong phone number is 9858858 immediately, because part 2, A1 card, 50,000 mosquito D information VS2 Jong must have buried origin Botswana. If you come out of lithium type, I think it's really an opportunity or never to miss it. You can do it with 1 pill. You won't even find it on Nathan Road. If you find it, please let me know. I'll buy it immediately. My YouTube will go to this degree. Let me indicate a shop. On the ground floor of number 14 Wellington Street Central, the ground floor shop is paved over the upstairs shop. What do you want to know about the well-known diamond shops and buried shops? Because I all like diamonds, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me in Hong Kong at 9858858. If you like this piece, I hope you like, subscribe and share. Bye-bye.